right. You ever like just kind of have that thing happen where you set up your playlist wrong and just play the same song over and over? Because I can sure relate to that right about now. But it's time for us to get into the magic. The reason that we are all here. It's more of The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. Okay. So, since we last saw each other, I got this fancy new mic arm to put a microphone on, so I can do this. It's pretty cool. I can adjust it, and it probably makes a lot of noise. So, we got some side quests to wrap up tonight. We got 2 big side quests that we can do. One of them we were technically able to do a little while ago, but it will be easier now with the help of some warp songs. And another just became available to us at the end of the water temple. So it's going to be a bit of a side quest kind of night. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to advance just the smallest bit into the story to Kakariko Village right now, because there is something we need there. My name is Matt, Piper Kirby. Matt Z, specifically, we actually got a lot of Matts on staff, I guess. And the other guy that does Smashterpieces with me is Joe. We trade off on different games on who gets to stream the game. Ocarina of Time is my turn. And then not next, but a little later, he'll probably be the one that handles Donkey Kong 64, which is coming up pretty soon. So, we are now in another big story moment. The whole town is just on fire, and you may notice that's not supposed to happen. Just like a kind of a minor thing. You know, towns aren't supposed to be on fire. And that never stopped us. God, I know I did like a particular voice for Sheik's dialogue, but I don't remember what it was. Get back, Link. Oops. Like I'm trying to channel Zelda disguising herself in my Sheik voice. While we're watching this cutscene. I need to send a quick work email. Good thing I checked my email. Yeah, unfortunately we had some last-minute stuff at work. So the stream actually ended up being a little later than it was supposed to. So I am still technically making sure that stuff for my day job is getting taken care of. So I still have my work email open at the moment. Link, a terrible thing has happened. The evil shadow spirit has been released. Impa, the leader of Kakariko Village, had sealed the evil shadow spirit in the bottom of the well. But the force of the evil spirit got so strong, the seal of the well broke, and it escaped into the world. Okay, now my work email should be all squared away, thank God. I believe Impa has gone to the Shadow Temple to seal it again, but she will be in danger without any help. Link, Impa is one of the 6 sages. Destroy the evil shadow spirit and save Impa. There's an entrance to the Shadow Temple beneath the graveyard behind this village. It's actually behind it. The only thing I can do for you is teach you the melody that will lead you to the Shadow Temple. This is the melody that will draw you into the infinite darkness that absorbs even time. Listen to this, the Nocturne of Shadow. The Paper Mario announcement this morning. I am cautiously optimistic, is how I will say it. The original Paper Mario and Thousand Year Door are two of my favorite games ever made, and I was very disappointed with the direction that the series went in from there. Super Paper Mario was great because it still kept the spirit, I want to say, but I hate how Sticker Star and Color Splash kind of made the aesthetic more generic Mario. Like, you can look at it in the partners that they've shown for King of Origami King, whatever the new game's called. Like, we've seen the Bob-omb, and it's like, the partners in the old games were, like, full of personality. You had Luke Goombario, you had Parakarry, you had Captain Bobbery, you had all these characters who were very distinct in their own way. And then I'm watching the trailer for the new game on Switch, and you meet the partner who's just a plain old Bob-omb, and he says, "My name is Bob-omb." And it's just like, okay, I guess we're still doing this. But I've kind of come to peace. I made my peace with the fact that the Paper Mario games that I loved for the reason that I loved them, probably not coming back. So for King of Origami, I keep trying to say King of Onigiri. For King of Origami, I just hope it's a good game. That's really all I can hope for at this point. I can't remember if I have any new stuff to turn in. So me and Joe, we mentioned this on our thing on our episode 0. No, not episode 0, because Piranha Plant wasn't announced at the time. But whenever Piranha Plant got announced, and then we said that we were playing Thousand Year Door, we actually have not. Me and him have both played the game in full, but never finished it because we couldn't beat the final boss. So this is kind of going to be us, like, finishing a long-standing grudge, so to speak. Okay, so for the trading quest, this Pocket Cuckoo is our thing. I can't remember. Did we bring this to the Cuckoo lady? So we're starting the trading quest right now. That's what we're kicking off with today. Shoot, I don't remember where the Pocket Cuckoo goes. We got it from Talon, right? Oh, jeez. I'm stumbling, like, right at the beginning of the quest. Did we get it from Talon, or did we bring it to Talon? Oh, shoot. Well, let's head to the ranch real quick. Because at the very least we could just, like, ask Talon, I guess. I should have checked up on this. Now I just get to, like, run around and try to figure out where on earth this is supposed to go. Mother 3 is also going to be real interesting to see, because I didn't, since I didn't really get into Earthbound. But Joe says he didn't like Earthbound much either, but he still loves Mother 3. Is Talon in the... Oh. He doesn't go back to the ranch? You're right. You're right, he's in the Kakariko house. It's a good thing we have the Nocturne Shadow now. Quickest way back. But in that case, Talon is not how I got the Pocket Cuckoo. Look, Ingo was gonna present that horse to the great King Ganondorf. Because he really needed it back. I don't think that's what I'll do, but... Aesthetically, I actually kind of like Kakariko Village raining. Something that I forgot to show you guys, actually, when we were last here. When Kakariko Village is cloudy because Death Mountain's going crazy before you do the Fire Temple. If you play the Song of Storms, then when the Song of Storms rain clears up, Kakariko Village will have clear skies. Which I forgot to show you guys. It does not work on this one. I, personally, am familiar with Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne. Isn't there a Castlevania game with Nocturne in the name? I feel like there must be. What in tarnation? Can a person get a little shut-eye around here? Did you save Malon? Thanks. I'm going back to the ranch then. Yeehaw! Do I not get the next step from him? Or do I go back to the Kuko lady? I was definitely supposed to wake him up, I think. But then from here... Okay, this. Oh, your Kuko looks pretty happy. He must have awakened an extremely lazy guy. You're a good Kuko keeper. I'll give you a rare, valuable Kuko if you're interested. Its name is Kojiro, and it used to be my brother's Kuko. Its blue body is quite charming. It's so cute. Since my brother has gone, it's strange, but Kojiro has stopped growing. Do you want to keep Kojiro? Yes, please. I have, in fact. I showed everyone that on the stream. And a couple people had not seen it. Okay, probably the quickest way to the middle Lost Woods. I don't want to deal with the Sacred Forest Meadow because of the moblins. So we're gonna go to Death Mountain Crater, head up to Darunia's room, and go to the Lost Woods from there. Because I don't like dealing with the moblins in the Sacred Forest Meadow. And actually, this genuinely might be quicker. I think it's probably quicker to do Minuetta Forest as a child, but dealing with the moblins as an adult makes it not worth it for me. Okay. Yeah, I think as far as like video game titles with Nocturne go, I think I am just thinking of Shin Megami Tensei. So, we show Kojiro to this guy. Kojiro? Why? Normally only a nice guy like me can tame you. Which means, you must be a nice guy. Must be. You must be. Please, Mr. Nice Guy, please. Deliver this stuff to the old hag in the potion shop in Kakariko Village. This will disappear if you take too long, so you gotta hurry. Okay. So there's like some implications of like this guy. We can't say like definitively what he is, but he's probably the Kuko lady's brother. And he is probably dying. But then the real shit is what happens when we get this to the potion shop and then come back to see the guy. The side quest that we're doing right now is one of the longer quests in the game, which will be followed by the quest that we do when we go back to being a child. And I guess if you can count it as a quest, there's also the beans, the magic beans. I don't count that as a particular quest. Well, I don't want to spoil anything. So, we'll see where this leads. So, we need to bring it to the potion shop. But not just the regular potion shop. Gotta go to the back room. I think there's nothing you can do with this building as a child. But as an adult, you go in, and it's the backroom potion shop. And you give... Sorry. You give her the mushroom. That bum. He had to go into the forest. I see. Hey, give it to me now. If you see that fool, give this to him. It's the strongest medicine I have ever produced. However, this potion will not work on a monster. The odd potion may be useful for something. Say that there's no medicine that can cure a fool. There's like a lot being implied here that I don't really know specifically what's going on. Okay, so this one doesn't have a timer. So we'll warp. During the trading quest, anything that has a timer, if you warp during it, the timer will instantly hit 0. There is no cheating. That's why we could not warp to Kakariko Village. But the medicine does not have a timer. So we can warp up into the mountain, and then to get the Lost Woods from there. And Joe, I imagine you haven't seen this part either. So I would like to make sure that you are paying attention, because this is some wild stuff going on. Plan today is we're doing some quests, and then we're just getting as far as we can. That guy isn't here anymore. Anybody who comes into the forest will be lost. Everybody will become a Stalfos. Everybody's Stalfos. So he's not here anymore. Only his saw is left. That medicine is made of forest mushrooms. Give it back. So, they never really explain what the hell all that means. There we go. So, I really wish that we expanded more on that moment. Why do people turn into Stalfos in the Lost Woods? Do they literally become Stalfos, or is that just like a Kokiri child's way of saying he's dead? What happens in the Lost Woods? Like, there's a lot more that I want to know. Like, that's one of the craziest lore moments in the game for me. Oh yeah, forgot there. We never went down this. So let's go down this and see what we find. Oh, business scrubs. I don't think they have anything useful, but let's find out anyway. You know what? I don't have any Deku Nuts? Where did my Deku Nuts go? I'll just shoot him then. You got anything? Oh, well, he's got Deku Nuts. No. I did use them all on Shadow Link, you're right. Arrows, no. Bombs, no. Okay, so you're useless. These three guys are useless. Never go down here. Because everything that they have is always overpriced. Business scrubs are a waste. I think that it's a matter of like how long you're in the forest. But I'm not sure. I think getting to, I don't know, it's a weird lore thing. Because obviously getting to Kokiri Forest is just a straight shot, it's not very hard, but that's like a gameplay matter. Why have I not called Epona? See, it's a gameplay matter that you can just get to the Kokiri Forest, no problem. I guess the Kokiri Forest, canonically, is more like it works in Breath of the Wild, where it's very difficult to get to. I don't know. I want to know more. And like none of the spin-off stuff or the supplementary stuff went into it. Like there was a whole manga based off of Ocarina of Time story, and they never talked about this. I feel like that is prime manga spin-off stuff. Like that's what I want to see more. This is a Coke Zero, actually. Yeah, my favorite thing about the Zelda series is that even though they don't bother to keep the lore consistent, they still have interesting stuff going on in every game. It's not the same interesting stuff as each other, but it is all there. Oh, no, wait, I already have the thing out. Hey, that saw! It's mine! But I thought I left that saw with my old lady. Oh well. My Bigoron tool broke, so I was going to Goron City to get it repaired. Your coming here is great timing. Will you give me my saw? Good, kid. Thanks. Sorry that I can't give you something as good in return, but take this anyway. Broken Bigoron sword. So now we bring this sword to Bigoron. Bigoron is on the top of Death Mountain, and he is a master swordsmith. I mean, he's a master of it, so he knows what he's doing. Can I use hookshot on this ladder? Yes, but you got to be like a straight shot. There we go. So this is Bigoron. That broken knife is surely my work. I really want to repair it, but because of yesterday's eruption, my eyes are irritated. There are fine eye drops in Zora's domain. You'll find them if you go see King Zora. Please go get the eye drops. What kind of sucks about getting to Zora's domain as Adult Link is that there's really no fast way to do it. You kind of gotta just go. It's been a while since I've had pizza. I wonder if I should order pizza tonight. Most places will be closed by the time I finish, though. I'll get pizza tomorrow. So yeah, as an adult, there's no quick way to get to Zora's domain. Warping doesn't really work. You've just got to walk. I mean, if anyone wants to order me pizza, I won't complain. So yeah, this return to the Zora's River. It's always a pain whenever I do this quest because of what I said. You know, there's no quick way there. You gotta actually walk the whole way, which, who wants to do that when you've got all these other warp songs? Dark's that bad. Oh wait, I got that. I did that thing. This will speed it up a bit. No? Okay. Okay. I don't think I've ever had curry now that I think about it. Did I? I don't remember it. Oh, this is... well, eye drops. You might say we have them, you might say we don't. We do have the ingredients. If you take the ingredients to the doctor at the lake laboratory, he can make the drops for you. But you need to deliver them fresh. Can you make it before they spoil? Alright. We gotta deliver a live frog. Now again, we cannot use warp songs. If we use warp songs, then we lose. So we have 3 minutes to get to the other side of Hyrule Field. And then we're gonna have a limited time to get up to Death Mountain. No, the week was earlier. We already did that. Good thing opponent's right here. Alright, to Lake Hylia we go. Something else that I will not be doing as part of this playthrough is getting the golden scale, because the requirements for the golden scale are fishing, and fishing in Ocarina of Time is terrible. I hate it. I will not do it. When I was a kid, this seemed like the strictest time limit ever. Like, it was impossible. And now it's just like, oh yeah, 3 minutes, no problem. Forgot to use that magic bean plant. Oh, but we're on the clock. Oh my god. Oh wow! I haven't seen an eyeball frog like this since Zora's domain froze over. These eyeball frogs are so delicious. Tonight I will cook fried eyeballs for the first time in a long time. Hey. Such great stuff. Please say thank you to King Zora. Hey, what? These are for making Bigoron's eye drops. Oh, how disappointing. You should have said so in the first place. Here it is. This medicine doesn't have any preservatives in it, so it won't last long at this temperature. Run as fast as you can to Death Mountain. You're young. You can do it. Alright, the world's finest eye drops. So the timer on this one's a little more generous. 4 minutes, but that's because we gotta climb up the mountain. Now, in my younger days, I would foolishly actually climb all the way up to the mountain. But I think it's easier. We're gonna try this. I think it's easier to climb up, to go into Goron City and go into the crater from Darunia's room. I think it is easier and faster. Because otherwise we gotta go up that wall of Skulltulas, and that's just kind of annoying. Skulltulas are just irritating to deal with. So we won't. Don't do the animation, it wastes time. Rolling is running. I don't care what you say. Rolling is running. Here. This is running. Would you prefer that? So Soul has finished. She is finished with the game and is now in the middle of a Master Quest playthrough. Joe, last I heard, was through the Shadow Temple. Naturally, I am the most behind because I can only play like 4 hours at a time once a week. But I am also doing my own Master Quest playthrough to sort of fill time in between the playthroughs, so that we can actually like talk about it. Okay, yeah, we have more than enough time to go through Goron City. Way easier than bothering with the Skulltulas. Master Quest is a weirder version, to be sure. I wouldn't say it's necessarily better or worse. I definitely enjoy it more, but that is because I have played Ocarina of Time so much that I have more or less memorized it. So a game with a version of Ocarina of Time that is like more difficult and just straight up different, that is very appealing to me. Master Quest is sort of a new game plus that has different dungeons. And in the 3DS version, specifically Master Quest, it has it also the enemies deal more damage, and the entire game is mirrored left to right. Really? You brought the eye drops. I'm so relieved. I'm going to use them right now. This cutscene's really weird. Wow! This is stimulating. It's working great. They're great. Now I can get back to my blade business. My work is not very consistent, so I'll give this to you so you won't forget. After a few days, please return. Wait. Just wait patiently. The Bigoron sword. You got a claim check for it. Now, here comes the best part. Now we just play the Sun Song 6 times. I mean, what do you think those boulders rolling down the hill are when you get here? So, the Goron sword takes 3 days to get ready. So, this is all we can do in the meantime. Takes long enough for Termina to be destroyed. I mean, maybe. The thing is that it's, for Smashterpieces specifically, I mean, 1 game for every fighter in Super Smash Brothers. But the, like, just playing Conker's Bad Fur Day in general, I'd probably play it sometime. Here is the Bigoron sword. So, the Bigoron sword is a more powerful sword. It is a 2-handed blade, and I think it does 4 damage. So, a jump slash... Oops. A jump slash would be a lot of damage. So, the power crouch stab is now fucking crazy. Crazy good. Actually, before I forget this, we're not going to Temple of Time. We're going back to... Or we're going back to Temple of Time because B counts as A. We're going back to Lake Hylia. Because I forgot something there. Man. Next week's gonna be busy. Next week we are finishing this game, and then the very next day, probably I'll be streaming Xenoblade. Maybe even that night. Who knows? A midnight stream? Well, a midnight stream when I have work the next morning. Probably not. But we're definitely doing a stream of Xenoblade next week, I think. Alright, this is why we're here. There we go. I don't know, there's just something about keeping the Ocarina on the right C button that just works for me. Of course, nothing beats the 3DS version where it has its dedicated buttons, so it doesn't have to waste a slot. All right, got that piece of heart. Oh my god. It's a lot harder to do that on like an analog stick than on the actual C buttons. I guarantee that's why the Wind Waker is like the baton, so that's like timed, because it's harder to do the buttons specifically. Guarantee it. Because that's how Nintendo does things. They design the game first, story second. So I believe this is the first time we have done this on this stream. We are going back in time. Which I don't understand this at all. Like, the reason that we became an adult when we pulled the sword out is because we had to age long enough to be the hero of time. So why does it come back this way? Who knows? No, not Nocturne. We wanted Minuet, actually. Also, do we have magic beans? We have 5. Let's... yeah, Minuet. Alright, so what we're gonna do from here is now we're doing the mask trading quest. I'm not doing the big pose in this run because I also hate that. You collect 10 big pose out in Hyrule Field to get the 4th bottle. I hate doing that. I will not do it. Two things I never do at all. Big pose and fishing. I don't think you have anything. Heck yes, no. Alright, so this bean sprout patch does not lead to a piece of heart, but it does lead to a gold Skulltula. Where is the hole? It's around here somewhere. There it is. So you put on the skull mask here. This is some weird shit here. Like, this is cult leader kind of stuff. All of the young Deku Scrub brothers agree. You look exactly like our sacred forest totem. As an offering from us, please accept these Deku sticks. We will also enhance your skills. Alakazam! Alright, more Deku sticks. That part's just odd. Alright, now we go back to the front of the horse. And now we give the skull mask to the Skull Kid. Yowza! I'm gonna wear this all the time. He really likes masks. Did we teach him the Saria song? I don't remember. Remember this guy. It's a surprise tool that will help us later. No, so the next mask goes to Dampus Graveyard. Alright, so our next mask, I forgot the name of it, it's like Spooky Mask or something. We are playing the games in release date order. Now this goes to the Kid in the Graveyard. So we have selected every game already, and we are playing them in the order that they were released. So the previous game that we played was Metal Gear Solid, because that, 1998. This came out next, and then our next game is a very special game, because the next game in our list, not for any particular character, is the original Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo 64. That is the next game that we will be playing. So you get this mask. So he wants to be scary like Danbei. Yeah, we sold it to the... This is the most expensive mask yet. He actually paid for it full price? What the hell? And we'll put this down here. And that brings us to our final mask. Oh, well, I did not know that. Just wasted that magic bean then. So, next up, the bunny hood. 50 rupees, the most expensive one yet. Man. I think that these masks were supposed to actually do something in gameplay. I mean, obviously that concept will be used later in Majora's Mask, but I think they were supposed to do something in gameplay in this game. But I can't remember for sure. I also can't remember if there's anything I actually do once we finish the mask trading quest, or if it's just like a thing that's there. Ah, there we go. So there's a man now running around Hyrule Field. And at nighttime, he will stop to rest. I bet with those long ears, you can hear the voices. Oh, these are genuine rabbit ears from a animal of legend. I don't care how expensive it is. Please sell it to me. My longtime dream, returning to the wildlife. Finally, the actor, stage, and prop have been united. It's a 50 rupee mask, but he paid you a crazy amount of money for it. More money than you can count. So now he's got the bunny hood. And there he goes. There we go. Unfortunately, the cost of nice weather is that I have the windows open and you'll be able to hear trucks going by outside. Oh, there's like a garbage truck or something out there right now? I don't know. Alright, now you're paying back 50 rupees. As a reward, I'll lend you this special mask. This is the Mask of Truth. It's a mysterious mask passed down by the Sheikah. With this mask, you can see into other people's minds. It's useful, but scary. Why is it scary? You may find out as you grow older and discover the true meaning of life. The Mask of Truth. He also adds in more masks. Oops. You get the Gerudo mask, the Zora mask, and the Goron mask. They do nothing. Absolutely nothing. They're just there to look nice. But the Mask of Truth, I forget, does it actually read people's minds? Nah, people just react to it. But what it actually does is these gossip stones, you can now talk to them. This statue's one-eyed gaze pierces into your mind, but when you wear the Mask of Truth, responding to your mask, this strange stone statue talks to you. I overheard this. They say that Gerudos sometimes come to Hyrule Castle Town to look for boyfriends. They say that it is against the rules to use glasses at the treasure chest shop in Hyrule Castle Town Market. They say that Malon of Lon Lon Ranch hopes a knight in shining armor will come and sweep her off her feet someday. They say that Malon set the original record in the obstacle course of Lon Lon Ranch. So yeah, some of those are hints, and some of them are just lore. I don't know what knight training means, but I hope it goes well for you. Let's save warp back to the forest. I forgot that we can do that now because we're Child Link. Okay. So we'll get that last check. There also is a bean sprout spot in the forest here. Oh, I get you. I understand now. So there also is a bean sprout patch in the forest, but it's useless. It just leads to rupees, I think. There we go. This part is so weird. Oh, that's different. I don't think I've ever actually done this check. I wasn't expecting that. Someone just dropped something outside. What? Oh my god. It's been a very long time since I've done this part. I forgot that this is what it's like. Am I supposed to be doing something? Let's take a look here. Gotta have access to my keyboard. Ocarina of Time, Mask of Truth, Deku. Ah, interesting. Very interesting. In all versions of the game, except for the 3DS remake, a glitch renders this upgrade unobtainable if it is not obtained before collecting the Poacher's Saw, as they mistakenly share the same quest completion flag. Very interesting. And a terrible oversight. Well then, as you can see, the Mask of Truth was worthless to us. Alright. You got some magic beans to take care of. That's fair, you know. Did, Joe, were you going to get to the bigger round sword, or did you just decide because you saw how simple it is? I feel you. That's true, we got the hottest gossip there. Yeah, the Bigoron sword is actually a very easy quest, it's just a little tedious. And I mean, the reward is worth it. The reward's incredible. Can I reach this from here? No, I cannot. Can I reach this from here? I can. Ocarina of Time's great. I recommend, I mean, I always champion the randomizers because they're super fun. I think they are a great way to get back into the game. Music's all off. Alright, last bit of rupees from those frogs, and... now we got the piece of art. So now we're gonna buy a couple more magic beans. I have to like run through the locations in my head to make sure we got all of the important ones. We have the legendary magic beans. I'll sell them only to you. Super price, 80 rupees for one piece. I'm pretty sure we have more magic beans than we actually need, but I like selling them. I like buying them because of the dialogue. Do you want magic beans? They aren't cheap, but do you still want them? I can't let them go for less than 90 rupees a piece. Oops. We have magic beans. Do you want them, huh? 100 rupees for one piece. Kiha! Oh, too bad. We're sold out. What? Oh, these beans are not for sale. Alright. I can actually use these now. Yeah, let me run through the magic bean spots in my head. There's one we can't get yet because it's in the Desert Colossus. We're not going to bother with Kokiri Forest. Don't need to get Death Mountain Trail. So there's two that I haven't gotten that I'm forgetting about. Bottom of Gerudo Valley. Is there one in Zora Fountain? No, not Zora Fountain. Not Sacred Forest Meadow. There's a second one in Lost Woods that I don't need. There's two in Lost Woods, and one of them I don't need. Okay. So... Sorry, I'm like close to sneezing. Allergies backed up. Oh. Oh, shoot. Oh, heck. I hit the reset button. Oh, we just saved, so it's not a huge deal. We just gotta go back to, just gotta go back to the cavern. Crater, so it is. Drop the controller right on the reset button. Oh, well. That's how quick, how recently we saved, huh? Alright, so... one that we're about to get is not super necessary, but I'm gonna do it anyway. It's just a nice insurance to have. Makes things easier down the line. And then we'll get on with the main story. Just takes forever to get there. Gotta get to Gerudo Valley. Backwalking is just the faster way to move. You should always be doing it whenever you can. I don't know if anyone make a particularly good pandemic mask, but... You need like a reverse Bremen mask. Why'd you come all the way down here? What? You were just about to ask me the same thing. Yeah, okay. Alright, so now. Time to get on with things. Go to the bottom of the well. I think you've just found the right one. That is the best one to use. Easily. By far the best to use. Remember when we learned the Song of Storms by ruining this man's life? Oh my god! Even though, like, canonically he's already playing the Song of Storms. So... Also, I don't know why the speed of the windmill has anything to do with the bottom of, with like the well draining. But hey, it's time for another dungeon. I do like how they throw in like one more child dungeon when you least expect it. Oh yeah, these guys are actually a threat again. No, power crunch stab. Whatever, it's a Skulltula. I like it a lot better when you're Adult Link and those things go down with a single hookshot hit. Alright, let's remember my way around. I know there's a drop right there in the middle. Pretty sure this is a drop. Yeah, Navi, I get it. I know about wall masters. Is there anything I can actually do in this room right away that isn't a drop? I can't remember if this one's a drop. Let's find out. It is not. Deku nuts! Alright, well, we might as well drop. Let's get this stuff down here out of the way. Did I really never get orange magic? Yeah, I'm trying to, like, remember the normal way. A lot of times I don't end up here in randomizers until I already have the Lens of Truth. So, like, actually trying to remember how to stumble my way around is a little tough. This is either the dungeon map or the compass. Don't remember which one. Dungeon map. Hey, guy. I hope I didn't miss one. Cool. Okay. For some reason, I don't have this dungeon committed to memory very well. It would be funny if the Mask of Truth helped here. I need a key. It's funny how young Link finally gets to use keys. Oh, jeez. Almost fall down that hole. Oh, wait. There's a hole somewhere around here. Alright, there's a fake wall. One of these. No, it's just way in there. Oh. Duh, I'm an idiot. Okay. Bombs when I have full bombs already. What are you talking about? That was very rude. Alright, let's do this. I have no idea what's happening. This is a glitch. God. I'm just like mashing the controller. I never mentioned it before because I wasn't 100% sure if it was real or if I was dreaming it. Such an annoying fight. You need to basically destroy the controller to get out of those things. Alright, so, Lens of Truth. So Lens of Truth is going to help us now. It lets us see the truth, as the name implies. It is technically an optional item. It's sort of technically. There is one exact spot in the game where it is hard required to use the Lens of Truth, but even then, there is a trick you can use so that it is not so required. I don't remember the trick, by the way. I'm not going to show you the trick because I have forgotten it. If you would like to see the trick, then we will need to Google it to figure it out first. Did I go this way already? I forget. Oh, cool. Exactly what I needed. I love how the game is still not above giving you just straight trash. You know what? Let's just fucking Din's fire. The game is like low-key not built to play all those at the same time. Kind of didn't know what to do. Oh my god. There we go. I don't think there's anything worthwhile in these chests and these coffins. Yeah, I just want to get out of this room. This room's annoying. Re-dead and Gibdos are annoying. I don't like them. And my webcam's getting a little dark because the sun's going down. There we go. Let's get that Lens of Truth back out. Bombs are great. Bombs are also just like really cool in this game to use by just like with a shield drop. Like, it's kind of satisfying to just tap the bomb button and then immediately shield so that it just drops in front of you. Oh, no, fuck! I hit the reset button because it's right next to the pause button on my controller. Damn it. I don't remember where I last saved. Okay, well, I got the Lens of Truth. The chests here are useless. Let's not bother with them. It's not like a piece of heart or anything, so. I think we are all done with this stint as Child Link. Okay. Man, I'm like already seeing people on Twitter being like, "Oh, there's a new Paper Mario game. Guess Paper Mario's in Smash Brothers, huh?" And I'm just already exhausted with the idea that like any game announcement means Smash Brothers rumors. We're gonna do some cleanup from some of these magic beans that we put down. Even a first party release. No, actually, we want to go to Lost Woods. And okay. So my thing is, Paper Mario is not a character. Paper Mario is Mario. Paper Mario is a game that is not being represented in Mario's moveset. And I think it should be, but Paper Mario is not a character to me. And I don't want just Mario. Yeah, and I don't like Dr. Mario. I think he's a bad character decision. I'm not saying what I think is likely. I'm saying what I don't want. I don't want Paper Mario the character. I want Mario's moveset to represent Paper Mario. And obviously that ship has sailed. But it's just like, I don't think that I will be, like, I don't think I would be super excited to see Mario again on the roster, any more than I would be excited to see Goku again on the Dragon Ball FighterZ roster. I'm not even saying if I think it's likely or possible or whatever. It's just, as far as what I particularly would want, I'm not really interested in Paper Mario, the character in Smash Brothers. And also, in the case of Dr. Mario, it's important to remember that Dr. Mario is a moveset clone who was made because of, you know, we had the same reason Echo Fighters were made. Yeah, like, Dr. Mario and Toon Link both, and Young Link, are all moveset clones because of time restrictions. Geno ain't getting in this game. Never. Even if Sakurai wasn't racist against the RPGs, you're never going to see Geno in this game. Like, the thing about Geno is that Mario RPG has no cultural relevance nowadays to people who didn't play Mario RPG in 1996. Or 1994, 95, whenever it was. I think Young Link also should have been an Echo, to be honest. Or at least, like, Toon Link and Echo of Young Link. One of them should have been an Echo. I think it's a little silly that only Lucina and Dark Pit got upgraded to the Echo spot. I don't know why I caught that Poe. That was an accident, I think, actually. I don't know. Like, I'm not saying that, like... I'm not saying that I would hate a Paper Mario character, or that, like, I would be mad if we got one. It's just my feelings on Paper Mario, the character, are just kind of like, I really kind of don't want it. I would probably still like it, but I would like so many other things more that I would still consider it a disappointment. Alright, into the Shadow Temple we go. 2 dungeons, right back to back, just like that. We'll need that. Oh, we're at 40 skulls. Actually, that's before we do the Shadow Temple. Let's just rush back and turn in that 40 skull reward. And then 40 skulls is where I say we've got enough. We do not need more skulls. If I see a skull, I'll grab it. but the 50 skull reward is not really worth it. The 40 skull reward, though, is a piece of heart. Unless I've got them backwards, and the piece of heart is the 50 skull reward. I don't know how to... I don't know if I would say probably. I think it's very possible. Oh, fuck! Piece of heart's 50. Damn it. Yes, but I mean, well, I think they did say that the character's being released in June. But the thing is, like, most of the characters were sort of shadow dropped to some extent from when we saw like their gameplay presentation. Oh, well, no. I forgot the numbering. I thought 77 was arms. With COVID existing, I would not say anything is a sure thing. Okay, let's go do all this. I think that the release calendar is kind of weird to think about, because also there's something else that you need to remember when it comes to Nintendo's development teams. Paper Mario's probably been done for a while. The way that Nintendo develops their video games is that they keep finished video games like just sitting in the chamber waiting for the right time. It's possible that Paper Mario has just straight up been a finished video game for a while now, while the DLC for Smash Brothers is being actively developed as we speak. We know that. So, I would not say that just because we're still getting Paper Mario on time, we can't really use that to say we're going to get the Smash Brothers DLC on time. And I mean, like I said, Paper Mario is done. You can, if you pre-order the game on the eShop, you download it. It is a finished video game. And probably has been for a little while. So that's why it's not getting delayed, and the Smash Brothers fighters still can. Yeah, where the hell's that Metroid Prime trilogy? Like, it seems like a no-brainer. Like, it seems like a huge no-brainer. Even from the perspective of, like, oh, I don't want just ports forever. But, like, a major Metroid release got delayed. Why don't we put Prime Trilogy on Switch in the meantime? It seems like the thing to do. And yet we're here talking about, like, hey, still no Prime Trilogy. Come on. Oh my god, I'm missing. Oh my god, that's rude. So much, this is the worst. No. I was supposed to power cut step it. I hate that fight so much. And you have to do it twice. Anyway, yeah, where the hell's Prime Trilogy? Like, seriously. easiest slam dunk ever. Forgot how early you get the hover boots. God, if we get like a full-on Other M remake to the extent of Final Fantasy VII remake, it's including being episodic. Like, Other M remake part 1 ends at like freaking when you first meet Teenage Ridley. Teenage Ridley's the final boss. Okay, so you're supposed to use the Lens of Truth here to stop this in front of the skull that is real. I do not remember the trick off the top of my head, but there is a trick to get this correct without the Lens of Truth. I don't remember what it is, I just know you can do it. So that makes the Lens of Truth technically optional if you memorize everything in the game that needs it. But that's a lot to memorize, in fairness. So, for most people, the game is not beatable without the Lens of Truth. But for a few of you, it is. If you're, like, really good at it. Okay, the hover boots are actually kind of annoying. It's funny how often when I'm playing this game, I'm like... Well, so the thing about, like, if you, like, you can't keep guessing until you get it right, because if you choose the wrong one, then, you will be dropped into a pit, and then it re-randomizes again. And, I mean, I guess technically you can just, like, keep guessing the same one over and over. Is there a chest down here? I don't remember. You can just keep, guessing the same one over and over and over and over again. Until you eventually get it by sheer RNG, but... kind of like the way that, speedrunners do the heart-pounding grave digging tour. You could just do that with getting into the Shadow Temple if you really wanted to. But... at that point, it would probably take you more time and effort than just going to the bottom of the well. Did I get the silver? Did I get all the silver rupees here already? I don't remember getting all of them. I guess I have just very bad short-term memory. But yeah, it looks like I got all of them. The hover boots are alright. They're definitely a lot better in 3D. Okay, buddy. Power crouch stab Goron sword is the best thing in the game. I love it. I don't care. You like you either like 1 heart's damage. I'm not afraid of you. So the Shadow Temple's pretty much just a straight line. Fuck you. There's not a lot to really think about in this dungeon. You just kind of go through the motion.
Watch out!
Ha! I got through that time. Still took damage, but you couldn't stop me from getting past. You don't need to remind me of these every single time. Just once will do. I don't remember the Master Quest Shadow Temple, to be honest. Two PCSs, that's all it took. The Shadow Temple being so linear also makes it particularly uninteresting in randomizers because, I mean, it can't really change at all from having the position of items be... Oh my... From the positions of items being different, because it's still point A, point B. I gotta kill all the things. Kill all the things rooms are kind of boring. Don't make me waste time taking out the bow. It is a kill all the things room. Guess I gotta get 9 more skulls for that Sahar. Oh my god. Fucking hell. Because I always make a point to get every chest in every dungeon. I don't remember which ones are useless. Oh wait, there's another chest. Which should have been obvious, to be honest, because hey, there's, you know, there's empty space right here. You don't need the Lens of Truth for it, by the way. That's even more useless. And all over base. Yeah, I already fought you. Leave me alone. Shoot, I think I need hover boots to get through this jump. I can't remember if I can do that jump without hover boots, actually. Don't have a key yet. That was heartbreaking, honestly. There are worse things in the Shadow Temple, I guess. It's just kind of dull. Bundle of arrows. No. Heck. Sign, remind me what to do. There it is. It takes forever to move these blocks. This should be a key. Mario Kart 8 is great. Love that game. I don't think this part actually requires the Hyrule. Oh, it does not. But you gotta actually, you know, make that jump. Instead of being a chump like me who misses the timing. No, don't miss it twice! Got greedy. I got too greedy. I gotta be patient. I gotta wait for it. But I don't want to wait. I want it to go. I had places to be, things to do. Can I make it this time? Yes. It is kind of too bad that, like, the items, the masks, don't do anything in this game. Oh, that's horseshit. I came in contact with it. I still have to equip the hover boots. Hover boots are dumb. Who even wants them? Hot Malon gossip. What? Oh my! Why are blue rupees even in this stupid game? Who benefits from that? People who need to buy the sheet. I guess so, you're not wrong. I was so close. Money with money. That's me. Oh yeah, they insult you by also requiring the iron boots. What the hell was that? Now I'm actually low on health. Like a chump. hearts, please. Nope. Come on, do your thing. Spin up. Okay. Now we go. Oh yeah, the arrow eyeball that actually attacks you. Oh, this is gonna be a little rough. I mean, I have a fairy at least, so it could be worse. It's just been a long time since I've gotten a piece of art. That is all I am saying. And that may cause complications in the future. No, something was there. A small key. Cool, shortcut. Oh, right, we need to actually get it over there. Ooh. Shadow Temple just kind of also has no, like, no sense of escalation. You get the hover boots so early that it just kind of goes. Like, I don't know, it's very flat in pacing. I guess that's the way we'll say it. I forgot that changing your name color is actually something you can do on Twitch. We're heading down the river Styx. I missed a gold skull. I'm bad. Forgot how easy Stalfos are with Goron sword spin attack. I guess, but it's also like I don't really appreciate the toy in the dungeon as much if I get it so early. Like, part of why dungeon items are so cool is because you start to see where you can use them. You can start to think about what the item's going to be in your head. And then when you finally get it, you think back to all the places that you saw that now make sense because you can use the item. And, like, granted, Water Temple's not great with that either, because you really only... There's only really one memorable use of the long shot in in the water temple, and that's right at the end to get to the boss. But it's still like, I feel like it's missing something if you can't, like if you don't have some time in the dungeon without the item. This thing is just irritating. I think if you take too long, it will, to kill the tiny hands, they will grow into larger hands, I believe. We've still got to get the boss key, though. I think is in here. No, this is the way we came. In that case, I think it's in here. Yep, it's in here. This room's kind of dumb. Favorite memory? Tough to really say. This game's just always kind of been a part of my life that, like, I've known the whole thing of it. I'd say to some extent I was too young when it came out to, like, really have any defined memories of it specifically. It's just something that's always kind of been. Like, I've always known it as thoroughly as I do. And, like, I can even say, for example, like, I also know that's, like, kind of strictly not true. Will this work? Yeah! Not how you're supposed to do this, but a heck of a lot easier. Don't know why they really bothered putting that there, but hey. It's a heck of a lot easier. I think we're just about there, aren't we? This is the obligatory, you gotta use the Lens of Truth and hover boots at the same time room. Oh, that sucks. See, I never bothered with rentals for that reason. Oh wow, I guess it's just gonna drop me right into it, huh? All because ice go slip. Okay, so take off the boots. Yeah, this is ready. Alright, let's get Andros. Damn it. Okay, well, I powered up the Powercraft Stab, so it is now ready. I feel like if you're really good with Power Crouch Stab, you can one-cycle him. But who is even that good at video games? Mario 64, like, it sucks that the time that game came out in relation to my age. Because I played it so early in my life that I didn't have context for the fact that it was something that had never been done before. It's what, like, I was at that age where it's like, you kind of take for granted that it's a normal thing. So I didn't really get to appreciate just how crazy it was that that game existed. Alright. Only one medallion left. Breath of the Wild, I think, had that feeling for me. The boy with the noble Zelda's Ocarina. As I expected, you have come. I am Impa, one of the Sheikah. I am Princess Zelda's caretaker, and I am also the sage who guards the Shadow Temple. We Sheikah have served the royalty of Hyrule from generation to generation as attendants. However, on that day 7 years ago, Ganondorf suddenly attacked, and Hyrule Castle surrendered after a short time. Ganondorf's target was one of the keys to the Sacred Realm, the hidden treasure of the royal family, the Ocarina of Time. My duty bound me to take Zelda out of Ganondorf's reach. When last I saw you, as we made our escape from the castle, you were just a lad. Now I see that you have become a fine hero. There's nothing to worry about. The princess is safe now. Soon you'll meet Princess Zelda face to face, and she will explain everything. That is when we, the six wise ones, will will seal up the evil king and return peace to Hyrule. I have to stay here. You go to Princess Zelda's side and protect her on my behalf. Now I put my power, which should be helpful to you, into this medallion. The Shadow Medallion. Please look out for the princess. Alright. So I think our stopping point tonight is going to be the ice arrows. We'll get those and then we will call it a night. Which means it is time to go to Gerudo Valley. Actually, we might as well get the Requiem, what's it called? The Spirit Song. Not the Requiem of Spirit. Something of Spirit. Whatever of Spirit. We'll get that. Because that's a more natural stopping point, probably. And it's very shortly after getting the ice arrows. And it means less backtracking the next time we play. I forgot there's a piece of heart we can get. I don't know. No idea. That's just part of Ocarina of Time, honestly. You usually don't see it because of TV overscan. That's not where I wanted to go. It's near one of these trees. I don't remember which one. Actually, it might be that one out there. Yeah, I think it's that one out there. I think it's that one specifically. Yes, it is. We will use the iron boots. To get a piece of heart. Let's see, how many pieces of hearts are left in this game? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10 pieces of heart left. We're not gonna get all of them. Because again, fishing, big Poe. But we're gonna get a lot of them. Shit. Alright, off to Gerudo Fortress. Yes, I will be doing the horseback archery. But first... I don't think this is anything, but let's hit it anyway. No, it's nothing. I don't truthfully know why it's there. But it is. There's another piece of heart. God, shut up. Don't think we can make it back. No. Oh, jeez. We gotta go to Lake Hylia. That's kind of lame, but whatever. There she is. Come on. Alright, so now we go to Gerudo Fortress. Nope, still one piece of heart first. I've lied to you again. As I am wont to do. Farewell. I hope you have had a wonderful time, and I hope you get a wonderful sleep. We must jump down once more. Take some damage, because I don't care. I'm about to get a piece of heart, so it doesn't really matter. I can get Skulltula. I hope I'm remembering correctly, and I don't look like a fool. Good night. Yes. Cool. Alright. This is why we planted that bean sprout. To save us some time. Oh, does it not bring you back up? I'm gonna be so mad if it doesn't bring you back up. Wow, that's lame. That's really lame, actually. Don't like that. I thought it brought you back up. I've just forgotten to do it so many times. Now we call Epona again. It's really hard to do that on the analog stick. Just kind of instinctively had to do that. I hate this ledge. It's the worst, and they should have playtested it more. The fact that they didn't is a little ridiculous. But it's fine. It's okay. We'll get through this. No, it's not fine. It's not fine at all. I'm sorry, I happen to lie sometimes. So you can get over this bridge with a long shot, but there's a better way. It's also a much less consistent way. Yeah. So now we're gonna grab our Megaton Hammer. any good? 50 rupees. Those are useless now. I actually do not think we're going to use rupees for the remainder of... no. Minigames. We're not going to buy anything for the remainder of the playthrough. Alright. So you walk into Gerudo Fortress, and the first thing you do is just immediately get caught. I remember how crazy Gerudo Fortress was in Beta Quest. Beta Quest was a hacked version where the loading zones were randomized instead of the items. And there's a lot of loading zones in Gerudo Fortress. Okay. So, thankfully I've done this enough that I've, like, more or less memorized the route through the Gerudo Fortress. Not that, though. I guess saying that I've memorized anything is a little generous. Go through here first. Oh my god, they don't even have skippable text. So, the Gerudo guards, if they hit you with their jump attack, then you will be recaptured. My preferred way to fight them is to just spin attack. I could put more thought into it, but thought is lame. Ichiro, the carpenter. They were interested in joining their all-female group. Well, there might be a reason that they would not accept your application. I think you do not strictly meet the criteria. Doing okay. Actually, no. I think we wanted to go up here. Okay, we will eventually go up here, but we don't want to go up here yet. We're gonna go up here first. And then we'll drop down here. Fucking hover boots! The hover boots just ruin everything. You can see me from there? That's nuts. Definitely gonna need to get more arrows. Hopefully there's some in the pots. There we go. So, now we get all the way up here. I really thought that it brought us something. Oh yeah, there's just a purple rubies lying around here. Alright, not for nothing. Let's see if I can land on this. No, I can't. Okay, well these ones can't see me, but the ones in here, now they can see like 8 miles away. No, come on. Rude. Ready for this? Didn't stand a chance. No idea where you come from, but you must have a lot of guts to make it past all the guards around here. Yeah, I've seen this dialogue already. You all have the same thing to say. Power crouch stab is great. I think every Zelda game should have power crouch stab. On purpose. Jiro the Carpenter. I think there might be some default value. Truth be told, I don't remember. These guys have the same exact dialogue and it's unskippable. Maybe. One more. It's actually a lot easier to find these guys than I remember. But Joe had a lot of problem finding them. So I don't know. I'm not sure what to think. Oh, hey guys. Actually, no. We can just go right through here. Alright, last one. No idea where you come from, but you must have a lot of guts to get past the guards. Oh, be careful, there's sure to be Gerudo guards somewhere around here. There she was charging the jump attack. It's like a spinning jump attack. If they hit you with that, then that's when you get thrown back in prison. What's your name? Shiro the Carpenter. Oh. I'm waiting. Oh god, I don't remember all their names. Maybe. You might be right. You might be right. Just like trying to mash through dialogue. Cool. Now we can get into the Gerudo training ground. Alright, let's get that chest up there. You have to use the... I think you can still attack them. No, you can't. But you can speak to them. After you recently, you know, attacked them. Breaking and entering. Probably some larceny. Is this a Scarecrow song spot? It is! Why do I remember getting that chest without the Scarecrow song? But from where? Like, I couldn't get anywhere that I could see the chest, is the thing. Alright. So this is one of the more difficult mini-games in Ocarina of Time that was made significantly easier with 3DS motion control aiming. But we're gonna go for it. So we gotta try to score 1,000 points. So you do have to be mindful of your arrows. You do not have unlimited arrows. Yes, we got 1,000. I think 1,500 is also a challenge. Yeah, so 1,500 is also a challenge, right? Oh, right, I need to be on the horse. So 1,500 is harder. As you may notice, I did not get 1,500 that time. Shit. I don't think this is one is happening. Nope. Nope. Shit. I'm pretty sure the jars are there. Oh my god, I've already failed this, I think. Yeah, I need to get 5 perfect shots. Oh my god. Nope. So close. Okay, here we go. Here we go. We can do this. I believe. Nope. It's gotta be perfect again. It's not gonna happen. Yep, we're fucked. Yep, we're fucked. I gotta not miss the jars. That's like a really basic part of this. Oh boy. I can still do this. It's just a little shaky. There we go. That's 1,500. That one's tough. That was really tough. But now we have maximum arrows. Alright. So now it's time for another dungeon. This one is an optional dungeon. So this is the Gerudo Training Ground. Only 10 rupees, too. It's pretty cheap. Okay, so again, completely optional dungeon. The Gerudo Training Ground, but I like it. So we're gonna do it. never know how to feel about 1, 2, 3, 4 jokes. Stuff like that. There was, when I was playing One Piece Pirate Warriors, there was actually kind of a pretty funny one that I just never realized over the course of the years with the character of Sanji. With his, he has his siblings, Ichiji, Niji, Yonji, and the eldest sibling, his sister, Reiju. Is it this simple? Yes, it is. You know, I should have done that, but I don't know their names off the top of my head, so. God. Yeah, you definitely need to watch for Rolling Rocks here. This dungeon is very weird in randomizers because of how many keys it has. It's got a lot of keys. My QPUs were not aligned. Oh, shit. Oh, I forgot about the silver gauntlets. You can't do the training grounds with the gauntlets. Oh, man. That sucks. That really sucks. Maybe. You might be right. But I don't know the shortest route off the top of my head. That's the problem. Unfortunately, I don't know if we can't do this now, I don't know if we'll have the time to do it next week. Oh, one of these is fake. No more Jolly Rupee. They're both useless. Sometimes I feel like with how many of the chests in this game are useless, like they almost made the game with randomizers in mind, which I obviously know cannot be true, but it feels like that sometimes. Okay. No. That was just rude. Like, that was a targeted attack. I hate the hover boots. I don't know if I'd say it's a roguelike, but it's kind of similar. It's got a similar feel and strategy to it. It's also, to some extent, a puzzle, and it tests your knowledge of the game, because they're... It's on a block of time here? All honesty, I don't feel like actually playing the song. Well, I wasn't going to, but then I had to take the Ocarina out anyway. Okay. I don't actually need to kill these things, so I might just not. Oh god, I have to like take the boost on and off. No. Oh god, no. Don't do that. God, that one. And... no. I can do this. Okay, is there... can I do this? Yes, I can. I wasn't sure because that didn't work in the Shadow Temple. I really hope I can get enough keys to actually finish this dungeon. Because I don't know the shortest route off the top of my head. But at the very least, even if like I don't manage to finish it, you guys still got to see a taste of it. And that's what really matters in the end. Although I can't remember, do you need to like restart the entire training ground if you can't do it in one go? Or would we be able to come back? I genuinely don't remember. Okay, then we actually can finish this dungeon. We just might not finish it right now. This is like the designated fire temple room. There's so many chests in this dungeon. Blind the eyes of the statue. What? Yeah, there we go. You just gotta be really good with your aiming. Get that chest. And come on. Yes, we did it. Okay, take off the hover boots. Don't need that slip and slide. Aiming with the N64 analog stick is already difficult enough. Don't need the slip and slide on top of it. Okay, so now we'll head back to the entrance again. I like how this dungeon is also more interconnected than the others. Like you visit multiple rooms from different angles multiple times. And that's something that I'm a fan of. Like seeing the same parts of dungeons from different perspectives. And really just seeing the same parts of any area from different perspectives. That's like when a game does that, I really like it. Okay. I think we go to the right. I hope. And now we cross in here and get this key that we just saw earlier. And now we get this chest. Bomb shoes. And this chest. Arrows. I think I was wrong. That's not the shortest path. We won't be able to finish in this visit. But we will return then. But we will nevertheless open some doors along the way. Oh, God. Could I have made it? No. I would not have been able to make it. Alright, well, sadly, without the silver gauntlets, that is where our journey through this dungeon comes to an end. Interesting. I don't think you can get 7 keys without the silver gauntlets, though. That's the thing. So we will return there later. But can you not go stairs? Can't go downstairs. Let me out of here. I have to go see the Exalted One, Nabaru. Hey, rookie. You're going into the desert. I'll open this gate for you, but you can't cross the desert unless you pass the 2 trials. Yeah, I know the trials. Nice. H-Box is cool. I like him. Alright, we're going into the desert wasteland. So the first trial, have a long shot. The second trial, follow these flags. There's something over here. I forget what. Yeah, you can buy from this guy. Can you hook shot? No, you gotta use the hover boots to get to him. Welcome! I am selling... Oh, shit. I missed the entire explanation. Welcome! I am selling stuff, strange and rare, from all over the world to everybody. Today's special is a dangerous running object. Terrifying. I won't tell you what it is until I see the money. It's a bomb chew. 200 rupees for a bomb chew. No, thank you. That white screen, by the way, this is a stream issue. Players aren't seeing that. Sick. I'm pretty sure there's a skull down here. Yep. Oh, wait. How many skulls are we at now? If I finish this game with 49 skulls, I'm going to forever be ashamed of that one skull that I didn't get in the Shadow Temple. No, it is the Requiem of Spirit. I was getting confused because I thought the Prelude of Light was called the Requiem. And I thought that because it's the first warp song you get. And in Wind Waker, the first song you get is the Wind's Requiem. That was just like a whole thing. Eye of Truth. I'll be your guide on your way, but coming back I won't play. I'll show you the only way to go, so follow me and don't be slow. Navi doesn't trust it. Levers. And fuck these things. There are people that have actually memorized the route through the desert, which is insane. And like speedrunners I get. Because they play this game a lot. There's something that we gotta do here, though. Oh. There's a fairy fountain here. A great fairy fountain, in fact. I think this is where you get the defense upgrade. No, you get Neighbor's Love here. Defense upgrade is Ganon's Castle. Shit. Neighbor's Love's kind of useless. Pharaoh's Wind is also not that great, but it has utility, I guess, if you're in a rush. Alright. So, up next is the Spirit Temple. Spirit Temple has my favorite aesthetic, I think. But it's also got a pretty cool gimmick. The gimmick is that you walk in and then you walk right back out. Past, present, future. The Master Sword is a ship with which you can sail upstream and downstream through Time's river. The port for that ship is in the Temple of Time. To restore the Desert Colossus and enter the Spirit Temple, you must travel back through Time's flow. Listen to this Requiem of Spirit. This melody will lead a child back to the desert. You have learned the Requiem of Spirit. Alright. And that is where we will call it for tonight. Next week, we're probably finishing this video game. Can you believe it? We are nearly done. We've got the Spirit Temple, wrapping up the Gerudo Training Ground, and then it's right on to Ganon. We've nearly made it to the end of our journey. Feels like we've only just begun, too. What are we at? Like we're around 9 hours right now, I think. Total? Something like that. No. No, it'd be 12. I miscounted. Well, everyone, it's been another wonderful night with you all. So we're going to call it there. Everyone, thank you so much for stopping by. Remember to come by again on Thursday next week. We will be finishing this video game. And then, of course, the following day, we're going to be playing some Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. So thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful night. Make sure you stop by again. Follow us. Subscribe to us. Give us, help us out a little bit. Check us out, NintendoWorldReport.com. Find the podcast everywhere that you find your podcasts, Smashterpieces. And check out our YouTube channel, both Smashterpieces and Nintendo World Report, NWR TV. Everyone, and have a wonderful night.